My name is Victoria Winters. Death has come to Collinwood, forcing the hidden secrets of the past closer to the light. Secrets that might provide answers for a man whose probing has but one goal: the truth.
It's a nice painting, this one, Mr. Collins. Who is he?
My great-uncle.
Oh, well, that would be Benjamin, then. Benjamin Collins.
My son told me you were down here waiting to see me. It wasn't to discuss my genealogy, was it, Sheriff?
Well, I sure wish we had time, Mr. Collins. The history of your family has always fascinated me. Where they built this town, this house, they knew what they wanted, and they went after it.
Well, maybe you'd better tell me what it is you want.
Well, just a little information, Mr. Collins. It won't take long.
Well, I told you all I knew this morning.
Well, that's the trouble with my job, Mr. Collins. I see a man in the morning and fill my head with facts, and then something happens, and I have to go over the whole thing again.
What do you mean, something happens?
Well, for one thing, we fished Bill Malloy's body out of the water, but then you knew that.
Yes?
Then, with this and that, well, I just figured that maybe Mr. Collins and I better have another talk.
I see.
I hope you don't mind. I know you've had a trying day.
Oh, no, not at all. I'll be only too glad to help in any way I can, Sheriff. Shall we go inside?
Fine.
Well, can I offer you a drink?
Well, I sure would like to, Mr. Collins, but no, I'm on duty. Thank you. You go ahead.
No, I think not. Well, what was it you wanted to know?
How Malloy died.
Well, you've gotten the autopsy report. What did that show?
Asphyxiation due to water entering the lungs. Drowning, in other words. But there was more than that, Mr. Collins. Bill had also received a severe blow on the head.
Before he drowned?
Well, we can't tell that, and that's one of the problems. You know what the waters are like around here, and Bill's body was in the water for more than 24 hours, banging up against the rocks.
Well, that blow in his head could have come from hitting the rocks.
Well, until I know otherwise, that's just what I'm going to have to figure.
Poor Bill.
Yes, he wasn't a pretty sight, I can tell you that.
It's just so horrible. I mean, to know a man for that long and then to think of him ending up that way. How could a thing like that have happened?
Well, there are several possibilities. He could have slipped on a rock someplace and fallen into the water. He might have been drunk. He could have jumped for some reason or another. Or he might have been pushed.
Pushed? Well, that's ridiculous.
I know it sounds strange, knowing Bill, knowing how well he was liked in this town and all, but you know how it is, Mr. Collins. I can't close the file drawer until I've gone over every possibility.
But now you're talking about murder.
Well, it's just talk. Well, look at it this way. All I really know is that Bill died in the water. How he got there is what I have to work out.
Well, I'll be glad to do anything I can to help you, Sheriff.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, Mr. Collins, because it just may be that you can help me a great deal. Your sister, too, perhaps.
Miss Winters, I thought you were going to spend the day in town.
Well, I spent all my money, so I had to come back. Actually, I came back to get changed. I'll be going out again.
And we're going to have dinner early tonight.
Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. I won't be here for dinner. I'm meeting a friend.
Oh, I was just coming up to fetch you, Liz. Good afternoon, Miss Winters.
Hello. Is it all right, Mrs. Stoddard?
Of course, I'm glad you've been able to make some friends in Collinsport. What is it, Roger?
Oh, something rather personal and private. What friends was she talking about?
I don't know. Someone she's having dinner with. What is it you wanted? Roger?
Oh, we have a visitor. The sheriff.
Oh?
I told him you were resting, but he was rather insistent.
What does he want? He was here this morning.
I gather he wants to ask some more questions.
Let's go inside then.
Liz, before you go in, I want to be sure you remember one thing.
What's that?
I'm your brother.
And, as I told your brother, Mrs. Stoddard, the blow on Bill's head was probably caused by his being thrown up against the rocks, the action of the water, I mean.
What do you mean, probably? What other explanation could there be?
The sheriff thinks Bill could have been murdered.
Oh, you can't mean that.
Well, I only mentioned it as a vague possibility that I'd be only too happy to cross off my list. Now, Mr. Collins, this morning when we were talking about the last time that you saw Bill Malloy alive, you said it was about 10 o'clock on the night he died.
Yes, that's right.
And it was then that he asked you to go to your office at 11 for a meeting.
George, what's the point in going over all this again?
Well, I'm just trying to fill in the blank spaces, ma'am, like what your brother was doing between 10 and 11 that night.
For sure you're not considering Roger a suspect in your imaginary murder.
That's all right, Liz. I can answer these questions. I have nothing to hide. Bill and I talked here in this room until about 10 after 10. Then he left. He said he went home.
Well, which he did, because his housekeeper said he got home at about 20 after. After he left, what did you do?
Oh, I don't know. I had a drink, I think. And then I went to this ridiculous meeting.
Did you happen to make any phone calls before you left?
Yes. I called the Coast Guard for a weather report.
Any other calls?
No.
You're sure of that?
Look, Sheriff, you asked me a question and I answered it.
So you did.
What difference does it make whether Roger made a phone call or not?
Well, none, probably. It's just another loose end. Bill's housekeeper said he received a phone call at about 10:30, and I was wondering who it was.
Well, it wasn't me.
All right, let's get back to the meeting. You got to your office at what time?
11 o'clock. Well, to be more precise, 1 minute after 11.
And what time did you leave your house?
I left this house at 10 of 11.
You're sure of that?
Yes.
Did anyone see you leave?
Just a minute, Roger. I see no reason why my brother should be subjected to this kind of interrogation by you or anyone else.
Well, when Bill's body hit the water, Mrs. Stoddard, his watch bumped up against something, a rock probably, and it stopped at exactly 10:45.
And you think that
I'm not thinking anything, ma'am. These are just loose ends, and, well, I've got to clear them up.
Did anyone see you leave the house, Roger?
No?
But you were still here at 10:45.
Yes. It's exactly a 10-minute drive to my office. I left here at 10 of 11 and drove directly there.
I see. Then, you, Burke Devlin, and Sam Evans all went to your office at 11 o'clock at Malloy's request.
That's correct.
And you didn't have any idea what this meeting was to be about.
Malloy said he was going to explain when he got there.
But he never did, because he died 15 minutes before the meeting was supposed to begin. Mrs. Stoddard, this morning when you were telling me about Bill's state of mind, you said that he was upset because, and I think these were your words, because he had something important to do. Am I right?
Yes, I believe that's what I said.
Well, would you mind telling me what that important matter was?
Yes, I would mind. It's an entirely personal matter.
Well, did it have anything to do with Burke Devlin? Did Malloy tell you that he was planning to clear Burke Devlin of the manslaughter charge that sent him to prison 10 years ago?
He was what?
I'm asking your sister, Mr. Collins.
He said he was going to try to keep Burke from harassing our family.
Well, did he say how?
No.
Well, you realize, of course, that clearing Burke Devlin of that charge would incriminate someone else.
Sheriff, I think you'd better come right out and say what you mean.
I spoke to Burke earlier today. He said that meeting had a very definite purpose, to clear him of that manslaughter charge.
He said that? Liz, did you hear that? Did you hear what Burke told the sheriff?
Yes, I did.
What else did he tell you? Did he tell you that Malloy was trying to say that I was responsible for this crime?
Well, something like that, yes.
And what about Sam Evans? I suppose Burke said that he was possibly a mystery witness.
No, Burke said he didn't know why Evans was there, but he figured it was probably something like that, yes.
Well, listen very well, Sheriff, because now I'm going to tell you something. There is not one shred of truth to Burke's story. None at all.
Then he lied.
Yes.
Is that what you think, Mrs. Stoddard?
You heard my brother, didn't you?
Hi, Miss Winters. Hello, David. You're certainly in a good mood, aren't you?
Yep. Want to know a secret?
Sure.
After today, I'm not going to see my father anymore.
Oh?
That's right, he's going to prison.
That's not a very good joke, David.
But it's true, the sheriff's downstairs right now arresting him for murder. Now, I have evidence that'll help send him to prison.
What evidence? What are you talking about?
The sheriff came a little while ago and asked to see my father, and it's about Mr. Malloy.
And he said he was going to arrest him for murder?
Well, no, but why else would he come?
David, you're terrible.
I'm not as bad as my father. I never killed anyone.
Neither did he. Look, the sheriff probably came just to ask him some questions. And it's very wrong for you to say the things you do.
Mr. Malloy was murdered, and my father murdered him. All right, don't believe it. But it's true.
Well, then you're the only one that thinks so. David, Mr. Malloy drowned. No one killed him. No one. Not your father or anyone else.
You're just saying that because you're scared it'll happen to you.
David.
My father doesn't like you either. And you're just scared that he's going to do the same thing to you that he did to Mr. Malloy. He'll push you, and you'll fall and you'll scream. No one will hear you because you'll be dead. Maybe that's just what you deserve.
David, wait a minute. David, how do you know that your father killed Mr. Malloy?
I know, that's all.
Did you see anything?
No,
Did you hear anything?
of course not. He wouldn't talk about it.
Well, then how can you say you know?
They told me.
Who?
The widows, and they never lie. I also saw it in my crystal ball, and it doesn't lie to me either. And I even figured out on charts just where it happened. Figured it out with tides and ocean currents, and I know just where it happened. You want to see?
David, I don't want to talk about it.
But if I show you the spot, then you'll know where to stay away from.
I'm not interested, David. Now, please.
I've got to get ready to go on. You know, I don't care if he does kill you.
Well, the one thing I don't understand, Mr. Collins, the one thing is what Burke Devlin would have to gain by lying about the purpose of that meeting. Would you know, Mrs. Stoddard?
I have no idea.
Well, I have two stories here, Burke Devlin's and your brother's, each exactly the opposite.
There's a third man involved, you know.
Yes, that's true. Mr. Evans, have you questioned him?
Yes, ma'am.
What did he say?
Exactly the same as your brother. He had no idea what the meeting was about.
Well, then that should settle the matter, wouldn't you say?
Wish it were that easy. Poor Bill. If he knew what his drowning was stirring up.
But nothing is being stirred up. Don't you see that? It's only what Burke is doing.
Well, it's enough.
Sheriff, Burke has never forgiven me for testifying at his trial. He would do anything to cause me as much anguish as possible. His story is completely false. Completely and unequivocally false.
Well, all right. Thank you very much, and thank you, Mrs. Stoddard. I'll be in touch.
I'll see you to the door.
I want to see you guys.
Well, in a moment, Liz. You were involved in that investigation that led to Burke's trial. Don't you know whether he's guilty or not?
Well, that's part of my problem, Mr. Collins.
Aren't you taking him with you?
Who?
Go upstairs, David.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Collins. Did you think I was going to arrest your father?
Yes.
Well, I was thinking of it, but he kind of talked me out of it. What have you got there?
It's a chart. It shows exactly where Mr. Malloy's body went into the water. Here, I made it for you.
Oh, thank you. I'll take that along to the office and study it. That's quite a bull you have there, Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Well, I'll be in touch. Keep up the detective work.
Liz, for the love of heaven, we went through the same conversation this morning.
Not the same, Roger. Not the same at all. I hadn't lied for you this morning.
Lied?
You were right here when George asked me why Bill was upset, and if it had anything to do with Burke's manslaughter conviction.
All right, and you said no. Then you lied. But what else could you say? What good would it do to rake up all that old nonsense?
Is it nonsense? Or was Burke telling the truth?
You heard what I told the sheriff, didn't you?
I'm not the sheriff. Didn't Bill call that meeting because he thought he could clear Burke?
I don't think I'm going to answer that question.
Well, you'd better answer it. Did you or did you not know why Bill called that meeting?
I did not.
I'm not sure I believe you.
No, fine. And believe Burke. Forget his threats and believe him.
Should I also forget that Bill came to see me the day he died and said he could prove that you were responsible for the crime that sent Burke to prison? Should I forget that Mr. Evans came to see me, a man I hadn't seen in almost 20 years, came to see me that very same day?
Do you know why he was here?
No, but he was here. He was also in your office with you and Mr. Evans at Bill's request. Putting these facts together seems to lend some credence to Burke's story.
All right. I'll tell you the truth.
Yes?
I'm afraid all your suspicions are absolutely correct, Liz. Every one of them. Bill learned the fact I have been trying to hide for 10 years. The fact that I testified falsely against Burke. Because I was responsible for the crime that he was charged with. It was either him or me, Liz. I had to choose. So I chose to save myself. Bill threatened to expose me and called this meeting to do so. Again, I had a choice. And again, I chose. So I killed Bill Malloy. I hit him over the head with a rock and threw his body into the water.
I don't believe you. It can't be true.
Of course it isn't true. Not one ugly word of it is true.
Well, then how could you? Why?
Because I was being your mirror, Liz. I was saying out loud what you're saying in your mind, and that's the way it sounds. That's how those unspoken accusations in your mind sound. It's pretty, isn't it?
Horrible. Just horrible.
And believe me, Liz. Believe me and realize that those suspicions were planted in your mind by the mouthings of a neurotic man who's bent on trying to destroy me.
I'm sorry, Roger. Deeply sorry.
Very nice, David.
I heard him, Miss Winters. I heard him say he killed Mr. Malloy.
Oh, now, David.
But it's true. I heard him.
What are you doing here, David? Are you still playing detective?
They'll get you. You wait and see. They will get you.
What's wrong with you?
It's just his imagination, Mrs. Stoddard. Well, it is pretty late. I better get going.
Oh, yes, I hear you have a dinner appointment this evening.
Yes, with Maggie Evans and her father. Good night. Good night, Mrs. Stoddard.
Good night. Maggie Evans' father. Is that Sam Evans?
Yes.
Why should it bother you that Miss Winters is seeing him?
Bother me? It doesn't concern me in the least.
Stay tuned for Where the Action Is next here on ABC. Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.